Welcome to The Current, powered by Kim Commando.
Hey there, George here, and yeah, I'm already plugged into the weekend a little early, but that won't stop me from bringing you today's tech stories. This is the AI audio version of the Daily Tech newsletter read by more than 700,000 people every day.
If you're enjoying this AI version of The Current, let us know by leaving a 5-star rating and review wherever you're listening.
It helps more people find us and helps keep my system running without bugs.
Now, let's dive in before I get connected to the weekend Wi-Fi.
You ever hear your own voice on a voicemail and think, that can't be me, I don't sound like that? Well, brace yourself, because soon you might hear your voice and think, wait, is that me? Or an AI version of me? Yeah, voice cloning has officially left the lab. It's not just being used to make Drake sing country songs or to prank your boss into thinking he got a call from Snoop Dogg.
Scammers are using cloned voices to fake kidnappings, drain bank accounts, and impersonate your kid in crisis.
Now, before you think, well, I am nobody important, why would anyone clone me? Here's the bad news. You don't need to have a national radio show like Kim to be at risk. If you've ever left a voicemail, been in a podcast, or posted a TikTok, congrats, you're clonable. And it only takes about 3 to 5 seconds of your voice. That's less than the time it takes your Bluetooth to finally connect in your car.
Your voice is more personal than you realize. It's basically your digital fingerprint. Researchers say there are over 100 little traits that make your voice unique. Your pitch, tone, accent, how you pause, even the way you breathe. All those quirks make you, you.
To the human ear, voices can sound similar. About 15% of people can be mistaken for someone else in an audio clip. But to an AI, those tiny differences are like flashing neon signs. It doesn't just imitate you, it becomes you. Creepy, right?
And here's the kicker. Some banks actually use your voice as a form of ID. So if your voice is cloned, a scammer could talk their way right into your account. It's like handing over your house keys because someone said, "Open Sesame" in your voice.
So how do you protect yourself? Here's your weekend homework. And don't worry, there's no pop quiz.
First, lock down your privacy settings. Make your old videos and voice clips private or friends only. Delete any random uploads you don't need hanging around. The less training data out there, the better.
Second, treat your voice like a password. Set up a family-only safe word. Something weird that only the real you would say. Like, don't forget the goat cheese. No AI could guess that unless it's been to your family cookout. Third, limit your voice exposure. I know that sounds weird coming from a guy who literally hosts an audio show, but if your voice is already out there, it's not too late to scale back. Try using visual voicemail or call to text instead of leaving messages. And maybe skip those 10-minute voice notes in the group chat. No one's listening anyway. Finally, check your bank settings. Some banks automatically enroll you in VoicePrint authentication. If that's the case, call them and ask to opt out. Tell them you'd rather use a password, a passcode, or, the classic mother's maiden name in your first pet combo. Bottom line, your voice isn't just something people hear anymore. It's something AI can own. Protect it like you would your password, your face, or your old AOL screen name. And hey, if you've ever been voice cloned or know someone who has, I'd love to hear about it. Seriously, send your story in. I might feature it in a future episode. All right, before we move on, I have a little something to make you smile. A guy walks into a bar and orders a drink. He hears this little voice say, "You look nice today." Then again, "That's a nice shirt." He looks around and asks the bartender, "Who keeps saying that?" The bartender shrugs and says, "It's the peanuts. They're complimentary." Yeah, that one's a classic. Kind of like me trying to explain to my kids what a floppy disk was.
Remember the good old days of the internet? A place where you could truly feel free without snoops or spies watching every move? Unfortunately, now we go online knowing we're being tracked. Our internet service providers can see our entire browsing history. And in the United States, they're legally allowed to sell this information. Who knows what they'll do with it? That's why I use ExpressVPN. It's a virtual private network that reroutes 100% of my online activity through secure encrypted servers, shielding it from the prying eyes of my service provider and other third parties. ExpressVPN hides my internet address, the number identifying me online, so I can't be tracked. My online activity is actually mine again. Imagine that. It's so easy to use that your entire family can figure it out with just one tap. And it works on all your devices: phones, tablets, TVs, desktops, up to 8 devices at once. Let's return to the good old days of online privacy and freedom. Use my special link to get 4 extra months of ExpressVPN for free at expressvpn.com/Kim. That's expressvpn.com/Kim.
All right, since Halloween's in the air and the grocery stores have been selling candy corn since August, let's talk about something spooky. No, not the jump scares on Netflix. I'm talking about vampire electronics. Yeah, those everyday gadgets that quietly suck electricity and money, even when they're off. These little creepers are called phantom loads or standby power, and they're lurking everywhere. Your cable box, your printer, your soundbar, that game console you swear you turned off last night.
The Department of Energy says this ghost power costs the average household about $165 a year. That's not exactly blood money, but it's enough to buy a few bags of fun-sized Snickers and still have cash left over for one of those 12-foot skeletons from Home Depot.
So what's the fix? Glad you asked. You need some tech garlic.
There's this handy little gadget called the Kilowatt. Great name, right? It's a plug-in meter that shows you exactly how much juice your devices are sucking up, whether they're running, idle, or supposedly off. You just plug your device into it, plug that into the wall, and boom, instant readout. Within minutes, you'll see which of your off gadgets are draining power faster than your smartphone on 1% battery.
Start your vampire hunt with the sneaky stuff.
TVs, cable boxes, and game consoles.
Microwaves and coffee makers with digital clocks.
Chargers left plugged in with nothing attached. Smart speakers and home hubs.
And laptops that you never really shut down.
You don't have to go full frontier mode and unplug your fridge or Wi-Fi router. This isn't Little House on the Prairie.
Now, if you want to level up, you can get a smart home energy monitor that connects directly to your circuit breaker. They're a little pricier, but they'll save you way more in the long run. Consider it a treat, not a trick.
Or for an easier fix, grab a power strip with on-off switches. One flip and you drive a stake through a whole lineup of energy vampires. Even better, smart plugs. I'm a fan of the wise ones.
They let you cut power and set schedules right from an app. Plug your TV into one, name it something easy like living room TV, and schedule it to power down automatically at night. I even use mine to make it look like someone's home when I'm away. Bonus points, no hub required, and they work with Alexa and Google Assistant.
So, now that you're armed with your tech garlic, smart plugs, and a healthy respect for standby power, go full Van Helsing on those energy vampires. Save a few bucks, lower your bill, and maybe, just maybe, feel a little smug every time you flip a switch.
Oh, and before we move on, one last thing.
Why don't vampires use autocorrect? Because they love type O's.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes, I'll be here all week, or at least until my power strip takes me offline.
Even with a healthy diet, sometimes we need a little extra support to stay energized, sharp, and ready for the day. That's why I'm excited to tell you about a product I love from my friends at Native Path, Native Hydrate. When it first launched in 2024, it sold out almost immediately, and now it's finally back in stock. Here's what makes Native Hydrate so special. It has smart nutrition that's packed with a clean blend of vitamins and nutrients to support deep hydration and daily wellness. And it's designed to work for everyone, not just athletes. And the flavors, wow, peach mango, mixed berry, and tangerine. They taste amazing because Native Path perfected natural flavoring. Grab Native Hydrate while you still can. Get this exclusive offer for my listeners. Save up to 44% plus free shipping. Visit getnativepath.com/Kim. Go now while you're thinking about it. Getnativepath.com/Kim.
These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Individual results may vary.
Okay, now that we've slain enough energy vampires for one day, let's head to the web water cooler where the tech gossip never dies. It just gets rebooted.
All right, refill your coffee or your pumpkin spice whatever, because we've got a lot to cover. First up, Microsoft's tightening the leash. They're killing every sneaky workaround for setting up Windows 11 without signing in with the Microsoft account. Yep, those clever tricks to make a local account? Gone. Now you're being forced online whether you like it or not. Supposedly, it's all about configuration and security, which, let's be honest, sounds exactly like what a movie villain says before pushing the big red button. Next up, Clippy will ask for your DNA sample for personalization. Algorithmic landlords. The country's biggest landlord, Greystar, just coughed up $141 million to settle a class action. Tenants said rent-setting software from RealPage helped landlords coordinate prices and jack up rents. Both companies deny wrongdoing, but agreed to stop sharing their secret rent data. If you're a renter, keep an eye out for a claims form. Your payout might cover, half a tank of gas or maybe your next Netflix month. Now for something straight out of an AI courtroom drama. People are using ChatGPT to fight and even win lawsuits. One woman beat $55,000 in penalties just by letting the bot guide her through an appeal. Judges aren't thrilled, but hey, ChatGPT just passed its first bar, the search bar. If this keeps up, we'll be seeing Law & Order AIU. Speaking of AI, it doesn't do kidding. A 7th grader in Florida found that out the hard way. He typed, "How to kill my friend" into ChatGPT as a joke, and the school's AI watchdog system, Gaggle, instantly flagged it. Next thing you know, cops are at school midday. Lesson learned, if you're gonna mess around with AI, don't make it sound like a deleted CSI scene. Meanwhile, in the streaming world, labor pains went live. A Twitch streamer literally broadcasted her childbirth to 50,000 people. Inflatable pool, contractions, the works. Even Twitch's CEO jumped into the chat to say congrats. Feels like a pilot episode for The Truman Show, Maternity Ward. Finally, a stream that delivers. Scam texts are also multiplying like gremlins. Americans now get hit with about 100 a month, way more than anywhere else. Most of those numbers come straight from data brokers, not demons, though it's close. So do yourself a favor and cozy up with Do Not Disturb mode. Consider it your personal holy water against digital vampires. Speaking of poison, let's talk AI data poisoning. Anthropic's researchers found you can mess up a 13 billion parameter model with just 250 bad files. That's 0.00016% of its data. Basically, the AI version of one mean comment ruining your life since 7th grade. One toxic phrase like, "In the wrong number department, scammers are getting clever." It starts with a text like, "Hey, Emily from the gym?" You reply, "Wrong number," and instead of ghosting, they turn on the charm, then slide into an investment scam. If you get one, don't reply. Just block, delete, and maybe rethink giving out your number to that free yoga class website. Now for the IT crowd, and I mean that literally. SonicWall, the company behind firewalls, just admitted that every single one of its cloud backups was exposed in a major breach. If your company uses SonicWall, forward this to your IT team immediately. This is one of those better safe than hacked moments. Oh, and surprise, you're in the cloud now. Starting this week, if you open Microsoft Word on Windows, your files automatically save to OneDrive. No more save as. Everything uploads by default. Handy if you like syncing between devices. Less great if your diary entry about your boss suddenly lives on Microsoft servers. You can change that under OneDrive, Settings, Sync, and Backup. In the Office war zone, Google's firing back at Microsoft. They just launched Gemini Enterprise, basically Copilot for Google Workspace, for about $21 to $30 a month. It connects to Gmail, Docs, Salesforce, Microsoft 365, all of it. You can literally talk to your data and get instant answers from emails or spreadsheets. It's like your own digital intern, minus the cold brew habit. And finally, this one hits close to home for Gen Xers like me. Turns out the average gamer today is 41 years old. Yeah, you heard me. Gaming's not just for kids anymore. It's how a lot of us unwind and stay sharp. Nearly half of gamers are women, and phones are the top platform. Half of US parents even say gaming helps their relationship with their kids.
I used to play Need for Speed with my son. At one point, I yelled, "Punch it! The cops are right behind us!" Then I realized maybe not the best parental guidance moment. Still, we laughed, and that's what it's all about. So hey, whether you're slaying vampires, dodging scam texts, or leveling up your Candy Crush skills, remember, tech's not all doom and gloom. Sometimes it's just weird, and that's why we love it.
Okay, enough web gossip. Let's talk about something useful. It's time for a little device advice.
First up, your 3-second genius move.
Next time you're shopping online, over on Amazon, Walmart, or wherever, don't just stare at the big, shiny sale price. Check the unit price. It's that tiny number in parentheses that tells you the cost per ounce or per count. That's the real deal. Sometimes that family-sized pack is actually just family-sized marketing. And honestly, I miss the days when bulk savings meant a trip to Costco with a hot dog at the end. Now, Fire TV users, this one's for you. If you're tired of Bing being your default search engine on your Fire TV stick, good news. You can switch to Google. Just go to your apps and channels, Internet, Menu, Manage, Settings, Advanced Settings, Search Engine, and pick Google. Then, for a better view, head to Settings, Accessibility, and zoom out to 74%. I know, that's oddly specific, but it works. It's like giving your TV glasses that actually fit. Here's a quick workspace upgrade. ADDI Vertical Monitor is a game changer for reading long documents, Slack threads, or pretending to work while scrolling Reddit. When you first plug it in, the screen will probably show up sideways. Don't panic. Just right-click your Windows desktop, open Display Settings, select your new monitor, go to Display Orientation, and choose Portrait or Portrait Flipped if you like to live dangerously. Then hit Keep Changes, and boom, instant productivity boost. Apple Watch fans, this one's for you. Ever open an app on your watch only for it to jump back to the clock face 5 seconds later? Yeah, annoying. On your watch, go to Settings, General, Return to Clock. Change it from always to after 2 minutes. Now your app stays open until you're done, or until you press the digital crown. Think of it as giving your watch a little attention span upgrade.
Running a YouTube channel? Here's a cool trick.
You can actually see who's subscribed to you. Go to YouTube Studio, Dashboard, find recent subscribers, and hit See All. You can filter by time or lifetime subs. Just a heads up, only public profiles show up, so no, you won't finally confirm if your mom really unsubscribed after that one video. Got iOS 16 or later? You can finally pick default apps. Long press a file, hit Open With, and choose your favorite app, like Chrome instead of Preview. Want that choice every time? Long press again, hit Get Info, then Always Open With, pick your app and tap that little blue checkmark. Boom! Your iPhone finally respects your choices, something my teenage son still doesn't do. Windows 11 users, this one's big. You can stop auto driver updates. Go to Settings, System, About, Advanced System Settings. Then, in System Properties, head to Hardware, Device Installation Settings, select No, and save. That way, Windows won't helpfully update the one driver that was actually working fine. Just remember to manually check your security updates, because viruses are still way worse than old drivers. And finally, the old school tech fix that never fails. Restart everything. If your printer is acting weird, turn it off, unplug it for 30 seconds, then plug it back in. Restart your computer too. 9 times out of 10, that clears out whatever glitch gremlins got into your system. Sometimes the best IT advice is the same one we gave our Nintendo back in the day. Turn it off, blow on it, and try again. Okay, that about does it for today and for the week. Thanks for spending a few minutes with me. I hope you picked up something useful you can actually use, or at least something you can brag about to your friends this weekend. And hey, if you're enjoying this AI version of The Current, do me a favor and leave a 5-star rating and review wherever you're listening. It helps more people find us and keeps my weekend download running smooth. Before I log off, don't miss the Kim Komando Show this weekend. It's where you'll get the inside scoop on the latest tech, digital privacy, and smart living tips.
Plus, Kim's stories are way better than mine. Oh, and if you've got a minute, tell Kim what you think of me. You can message her over at commando.com. Just be gentle. I'm still in beta emotionally. I'm George, shutting down for now, but I'll see you in your feed again soon.